Did you ever wonder what would happen if all the fresh water on Earth were run out? It's rain. Have you ever thought about where the rain comes from or how the clouds are formed? Well, this is what the water cycle is all about. Come, let's explore. So here with Team SpaceEye working on the challenge, everything starts with water. Scientists have looked long and hard into the origins of Earth's water, and what they found is amazing. Our planet should not be wet at all. When the sun heats up the rivers and oceans, water becomes water vapor and it rises up in the air. This process is called evaporation, the first step of the water cycle. When the water vapor reaches up in the sky, it turns into tiny droplets of water. These water droplets, along with various gases and dust particles, come together to form clouds, known as condensation. When the clouds become too heavy and it cannot hold any more water inside, it bursts open to give out rain, hail, or snow, known as precipitation.
As it rains, water gets collected in oceans, lakes, and rivers. The ocean plays a key role in this vital cycle of water. It even seeps through the cycle and becomes groundwater. Thus, the water cycle is a continuous process of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. This cycling of water determines the Earth's climate and causes much of the natural climate variability. According to NRC research, water is the heart of both causes and effects of climate change. In the last 30 years, the global average sea level has risen up to 98 mm and a good amount of ice has melted. Rising sea level means an increasing amount of saline water. High salinity can contaminate fresh water supplies and harm aquatic plants and life. Due to rising salinity, most of the fertile land has become unfit for cultivation.
Plants hold water in the upper layer of the soil with the help of roots. But with globalization, trees are being cut down and climate change is happening. In the absence of vegetation, rainwater cannot be absorbed into the upper layers of the soil. This causes flooding. Again, the water comes up from the lower layer of the soil to fill the water void in the upper layer of the soil. In this way, the water in the lower level of the soil is removed and drought occurs. In this way, due to climate change, we cannot save fresh rainwater.
Here is our solution. Water, the life, a learning tool for students. There are mainly 3 parts in our learning tool. Let's start with the learn with fun. This part is about water cycle in nature and water in human body. In water cycle part, a student is about to learn about different parts of the water cycle by clicking on the name of the water cycle components, such as precipitation, evaporation, disposition, and etc. Water in human body. In this part, student will be able to understand the water percentage at different organs of the human body.
Let's save life. This part starts with the story of a boy who learned about the water cycle and the element of climate change in class. Way to his home, there is an opportunity for the learners to save the world through a gaming experience. By stopping different kinds of activities that pollute the climate and hamper the water cycle, learners are able to save the water cycle. Stop throwing bottles, stop chemical dust, and stop air pollution are the activities for step 1. Learners will also be able to learn about the effects of these activities on climate change. We have 3 steps in our Learn by Game section for learners. But if they ignore the activities, they will see the result of their ignorance. They will fail to save the water cycle and the world. Lastly, we have setting and community page for better collaboration.